Hey, Amanda.
Hey, baby. Marcus Michael Jackson Jr.
What's this right here?
Who did?
What is that right there?
Oh,
This.
Can I drop her?
Yeah.
Hey y'all.
this is
Hey,
Jaden.
man. This is Jaden. So, funny story.
no. Let's just like introduce first. Let's do our
Okay,
intro.
ready?
Yes, okay.
Okay.
No. This is motherfucking. Are you ready?
Ready.
1, 2,
3.
3.
SOURRRR.
Yeah.
Okay. Period. So shotties for the hotties. We're gonna do that first.
Right. So,
I'm scared.
before we take this shot,
This
let us
is-
just say
this
we
is-
know nothing about the woman next to me. Absolutely nothing.
We just met her
an
an hour ago. No, actually. So what's your first impression? Like, actually, like, what do you think of us? Like, do you think
Y'all are
we're like
fun.
loser lamos, or do you think
No.
we're like annoying? Do you think
No.
we like?
I like you guys. I think y'all are fun. I'm vibing. I'm having a good time.
Period. Okay, thank you.
What is y'all's first impression?
She's only saying that because she's awkwardly sitting in the middle of us. She had
What
nowhere
is
to
y'all's
go.
first impression?
Yeah, tell us
Am
right
I
now.
annoying?
No, you're fine.
No, you're actually funny.
quiet, but
I am a
like,
little quiet.
Yeah, but that's okay. Like, it's kind of like.
No, like, but like you're
You'll
funny.
warm up.
You're funny because
Thanks.
like you'll say like random things like funny. Like I think when you say slay, it's funny.
What she said, something. She said something girly. Early
don't
when
know,
we
I
first
don't
walked into the
I
apartment.
said-
We're like,
No, Millie's right there, and then she walks by Millie. She goes, "Hey, queen."
yeah.
Period.
Thank
You're
you.
welcome. There you go, babe.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
do you need this on the chaser since you have that?
Oh no.
Oh. Wow. Call me a pussy.
Okay, ready? Set.
You're-
Oh, this is another thing we do. We cheers and then we go down like this and then we drink.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ready? Set. Where's your drink?
I can't hold my
yeah.
microphone and.
My bad, Shorty.
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
Okay, ready, set, go.
Now you ready to say go in the shot? Bitch, fuck.
That was nasty.
That was disgusting.
Ugh.
It went down my cheek, my chin.
Ugh.
I feel really fat.
I feel really hot.
That's good.
Period.
Period.
You're the huge. All right.
You're complaining every day, Miro.
I was freezing earlier. Maybe I have COVID.
Oh, I thought you meant hot as in like you're feeling yourself. I didn't think you meant that.
Oh, so you don't think I'm hot?
I never said that. I was saying you don't have self-love. So.
Oh, why are you putting on my insecurities right now, bro? Why?
Come on, anyways, change the subject.
Why are you doing that? You just... Oh my
Okay.
god. Okay, if I mute this whole episode,
Shut up. No, I didn't mean it like that.
No,
okay,
no, it's
anyways. Okay. Amanda, stop. I'm sorry.
I love myself and I don't love anyone. I love me. Isn't that a fucking song? Isn't that a
Yeah.
Kesha song?
No, it's Katie Steinfeld.
Oh, okay. Period. All right. So tell us about yourself. Like, I feel like you're okay. You just moved to LA. She just moved to LA.
Yes.
I feel like the way that you moved here and like your job and stuff is like a lot of people like
Dream of
dream
that,
of
low-key.
it. Like actually, you know,
Yeah.
like you got out of Yeehaw
I
and now
did.
you're in Woohoo.
What part of Texas are you from?
I'm from Beaumont, Texas, which is like, yeah, it's like small town, like hour and a half away from Houston.
Okay.
It's nasty. It's
Nasty
not
in
fun.
what way?
Yeah. What do you
It's like, okay, it's like really country, really ghetto, really a lot of things. And also just like small town. So like everyone's
Okay.
small town mindset, you know?
Right.
Like everyone wants to like get married, like
Have their kids.
yesterday.
Get their house. Like,
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very
yeah.
much small town.
Very
Got it.
much so, yes.
very much take my horse to the Old Town Road.
Period.
I'm finna ride it till I can't no more.
It's not like that country. Like none of my friends are super country, but like I don't know. It's just not it. And there's like nothing to like do there. Like nothing with my degree or I mean, I do marketing now, and my degree was public relations. But like either way, there's like nothing to fucking do. Like
So-
you can be a nurse. That's it.
About your job.
You could be a nurse.
Like that's pretty much all there is to offer.
all there is to offer.
Yeah,
like
I
That's
can't be a
lucky
nurse.
the same.
Yes.
The same with my
Yeah.
hometown. Like you're either in the medical field or you're at
like-
a winery.
Or like a family business or something.
Yeah, like that's literally how it is in my hometown. My hometown is literally famous for their wine. So if your parent isn't like fucking rich off of the winery, then you're either like have your own business or you're fucking in the medical field. Like that's it.
Period.
So I feel like no one even like from my hometown moves out. Like it's
Yeah.
just, you stay there. You're
my
trapped.
hometown,
Exactly.
you either go to jail or you don't. And that's
Or you're
that.
selling drugs.
Okay.
Or you
That's
selling
something
drugs,
that
yeah,
happens
for
in my
real.
hometown.
Wait,
Yeah,
where are you
that's
from?
Northern California. So
Okay.
just like a small town called Lodi. Like very small, that big.
You got it.
But like, yeah, it's like 5 hours away from here. So it's cool, chilling.
It's
a,
cool.
A lot of people, if they do move out, they go to Houston or like
Right.
Dallas. I
What-
lived in Austin for like a year. which
Was
is fun.
your end game like always LA?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. So congratulations.
I know.
That's
Thank
great.
you.
How old are
had
you?
a vision board and stuff.
Did you
manifested.
really?
Yeah. Yeah.
My friend has a vision board, Maroon, and I wanted to make one for this year, and I think it's like I think he said like he accomplished everything except like getting a
Yeah.
Tesla, and I was like, wow, like that's like so cool. Like I would have so many. I feel like that would almost motivate me more to
Yeah.
get shit done because it's
Yeah.
like you have to look at that every day. It's like, oh fuck, how am I gonna get this? And then you accomplish it, move on to the next thing.
Right.
So on and
I
so
low
forth.
key wrote in my journal like a vision board, but not actually like a board. But like I
We should
wrote
actually
down
make
like
one.
what I wanted to
Like,
do.
for real.
Print stuff out and then like get like a canvas and like paint it or like
Like,
tape
make
it
a
there.
collage?
Yeah, yeah.
And we can
Exactly.
hang
That's what
one
I did.
right
here.
Yeah.
Babe, I mean,
Y'all,
so for
y'all
real.
ready to see a
I
fucking
mean, so for
vision
real.
board? Okay, let's
Yeah.
do it.
Okay.
Let's go to Michael's.
Okay.
Right
so
now.
with that being said, how old are you?
23
23. And
Jordan
when did you move
years.
out here?
in October.
Okay.
Like last week of October.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you're literally a youngin' just doing it like us.
And she just moved here.
And when's your
October.
birthday? You just turned 23 or?
August 6th.
Okay. So yeah, you just turned 23. Period. Cool. Okay.
Period.
Wow.
Damn.
Okay. We're 22. Just turned 22.
Sorry.
Yep. Okay, so like, tell them what you do. Like, what do you do?
I do influencer marketing for Boohoo, but Boohoo Man. So like the menswear.
Okay, so for a minute, I'm gonna be honest.
Okay.
I refer to you as Boohoo Girl.
I did hear you on the phone
just
say that.
because,
Yeah.
like, I know it's really disrespectful.
No, it's
but like, I didn't
really-
know you. Like, you were. What the fuck?
Boo,
Oh,
boo,
it's because the
boo, boo,
PlayStation
boo.
turned off. It's okay. Just keep talking.
It's okay. I'm not offended.
Mira, you were literally talking. Sorry, y'all should be used to this at this point. Something always goes wrong. Yeah, Mira, you were talking about.
Okay, so
Boohoo Girl.
anyways, yes, I refer to you as Boohoo Girl.
Okay.
Just because that's literally one, I'm bad with names. I still to this day I'm like, or to this very second I'm like, what is her name?
Well, and then what is her name? She just said her name. What's her name?
No, but like, and also like I remember the one specific time, me and Amanda were at Alfred's, which is across the street from Boohoo,
Right.
and I was just like, oh my god, it's right there. Like, and I was like, I literally told Amanda, I was like, it's literally right there. Like the office is right there.
Yeah.
And she was like, oh, for real? And I was like, yeah, look. And then like obviously there's the poster
Right.
in front, and so that's why I just refer to you as Boohoo Girl. I think it's funny.
And then also
but,
we go
like,
to
it's also
Alfred's.
disrespectful as
We go to
fuck.
Alfred's like
I don't feel
every day.
disrespected. That's okay.
Okay, period. Because
So-
like even Amanda was like, maybe you shouldn't say that. I was like, I just think it's funny. Like that's how I know her. But you can call me a
Yeah.
sour rat if you want. Like I don't
Okay.
care.
I might.
Like fucking sour
Ah,
rat.
you fucking rat bitch. You rabbage. Or you call him a rabbage.
You're ravage.
I love that
Anyways, okay, so you do marketing. How or what do you do? Sorry.
Influencer marketing.
Okay, so
with,
what does that
influencers.
consist of?
So I'm like the entry position, so like influencer marketing assistant.
Okay.
So basically making like orders for influencers, like reaching out to gift them, and like working events.
Okay.
But we haven't really had much of those because like COVID and stuff. But they're really fun because we did Fashion Week and that was really fun. What else do I do today?
So what is your
Oh,
like day to day task? Like your day to day task? What does that consist
It's like
of?
different every day. So like Monday and Friday I have like reports on different things, and like Monday I like update our calendar on like all the posts that were made from like that past week.
Mm-hmm.
We have meetings with our UK team, meetings with our US team.
And does this all take place at home, or are you like
For the most
somewhere?
part right now, because it like flooded, the office flooded.
period?
So we got no floors. And
Y'all was gonna be swimming with sharks.
yeah, so right now, yeah, I did go in the office today, but for the most part right now it's just from home.
Okay,
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah.
Fun, fresh, and groovy. Love that.
Like I feel like my end game, I don't think is that, but that's like somewhere where I like it.
In the
like,
realms of
Yes,
it, yes.
you know, like I think like that whole. I think my biggest thing is I want to be an assistant. If I don't
Yeah.
make it on some social media platform ever, then I'll be an assistant for someone who does social media, just so I can at least be in
Yeah.
the limelight
Yeah.
in some way, shape, or form. But just because like,
And
even,
you'd
like,
be a really good assistant.
even like Kylie Jenner's best friend, Victoria or whatever, Vic,
Yeah.
like that was her assistant at one point.
Wait,
So it's
the
like,
one with like the black hair?
yes.
Oh my god, okay.
That was her assistant,
that.
who then became like Poppin',
Yeah.
and then now she literally just
Now
lives
she's
a
just,
life
like,
of
their
her
best
own.
friend.
Yes. So I'm like, okay, like imagine how cool that would be. It's like, bitch, I'm an assist. Why is mine so little? Are they not picking up what I'm saying? Like, oh no, that's yours, huh? Is that-
Probably.
Yeah, that's
I haven't
yours.
been
You
speaking
ain't-
this
you
whole
ain't
time.
talking. I was like, oh my god, why isn't it picking up what I'm saying? But anyways, like yeah, I just feel like there's so much building you could do off of
Yeah.
being an assistant. So
Yeah.
I feel like that's kind of where I want to go. But I'm kind of comfortable where I'm at right now.
You're
I'm
actually
chilling.
dumb.
Wait, what do you do right now?
I work at a
Oh,
restaurant.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I work at a restaurant. I'm like, and it's a very like pop-in restaurant in LA. So I feel like I'm like I only work 4 days a week. I have a really good schedule. I only work Thursdays through Sunday, and then Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday I'm off, chilling, doing nothing with her. Like you know, so it's like it's really
Yeah.
fun, and I love my coworkers. Like it's a very small team to where like we're all like friends outside of my workplace. But yeah, that's about it. I'm just vibing,
Period.
trying to make friends with
Period.
everyone.
So, like, do you have, like, like he was saying, he has, like, he's friends with his coworkers and stuff. Like, are you close with your coworkers? Or, like, how did
Yeah.
you meet people out here?
Okay, so my roommate.
So, did you know your roommate prior to
No.
being with her?
No.
Okay.
Okay, so how I met my roommates in Austin, they have like these Facebook groups.
Okay.
And they make a post like, I'm gonna move here, la 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 la, put like a
Right.
picture, whatever. So I did that in Austin and it worked out pretty well. And so I was like, I'll just do that again for LA because, I mean, everyone that I knew here was people that I worked with, which I really liked. But, I mean, they already lived here. So,
Right.
like, they didn't need a roommate.
Yeah.
So I like made a post on a Facebook and then my roommate Maya DM'd me on Instagram and was like, hey, I saw your post, blah, blah, blah. And I was like looking through her Instagram and I was like, okay, we could be friends, like, period. And then she
Yeah.
sent me the other girls, which they didn't end up living there. But anyways, I was like, oh my God, okay, Slay, this is going to be so
Slay.
fun.
Slay.
It's going to be so
Slay,
fun.
let's
We're gonna be
So-
saying slay
Slay, I
so
know.
much.
Okay,
So they like gave me, so I started full time officially in September, like right before we went to New York. And then they're like, okay, you need to be there by November 1st, I think is what they said.
When did you go to New York in September? Because I was there. And she was there.
That's a good question. It was for Fashion Week.
No, that was the beginning. I think
That was in the beginning of September.
I don't
think so.
remember.
we were there at the end of September. It's okay. Anyways. continue.
Anyways,
I'm just going to look at her Instagram posts.
what was I saying? Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So I started full time in December, and they're like, okay, you need to move out here by November 1st because that's when like the office was still there, and when the office, or it's still there, but when we were like having people in, and when it is like open and stuff, I'll like have people come to the showroom and do showroom appointments where they just like come pick out
Figure out what they
pieces.
want.
Yeah, yeah.
Right.
So that was gonna be like one of my like main duties, and so I needed to be there obviously. And so then she messaged me, and then I was like telling my mom, and then I guess that was like right after I got back from New York that Maya had messaged me. So she was like, okay, we need to go like look places because I don't know, I wasn't like super close to my roommates in Austin, so I wanted to like fill it out. And like also I feel like in LA, like if you see a picture of something like across the street could be like a shithole, you
Yeah.
know what I mean? Or
Yeah.
like
Yes,
the
yeah.
area could be like really dangerous, or like, you know what I mean? So I was like, especially if you're moving like super fucking far, like we're gonna go see. So flew here with my mom, and then we've toured like, I don't know, like 4 places, but I liked this one. So then I was like, okay, hey queen, I want to move in. And she was like, okay, period. And then I moved here at the end of October, and we shipped my car, and then me and my mom both took 2 suitcases on the plane, and
now you're here.
And now I'm here.
Oh, fun. My story's kind of similar.
Okay.
I reached out to people on an app called Shared Room.
Okay,
that
I
was
never
my
heard of
first LA experience. That's how I found my roommates. There were 2 girls.
Mm-hmm.
They said they only wanted girl roommates, and then I was like, I'm gay. I was like, I'm close. I'm as close as you could get to a girl. And also, like, I was raised by my sister and my mom, so I was just like, come on, like, give me a chance. So they're like, you know what, like, sure, like, can you FaceTime? And so I FaceTimed them. They're like, oh my god, yeah, you're so fun. Let's do it. And so that was 2 weeks before I moved, and I didn't even tell my dad until the week I was moving, packing my shit. I had to go to Lowe's, and I was like, hey, I'm moving. Do you want to come to Lowe's with me and pack, like, help me pack? And he was just like, where are you going? And so, but I'm not close to my dad, so it's kind of like normal for me to do stupid shit like this. And then I moved, like, literally that following week. So that's literally my story. And then I moved in with my roommates. Great fucking time. I love them. I still talk to them on Instagram and stuff. One of the roommates was a little iffy, but we won't talk about her.
It's okay. There's always one.
There's literally always one. One of them has to. You want to know why we got in an argument? Yeah. Because we had a chore board, and she was like, "I'm not a fucking kid. I'm not gonna follow a chore board." I was like, "Okay, then clean up after yourself. We shouldn't have to tell you that you have to clean up after yourself." And that was our biggest flaw, or her biggest flaw, was she didn't clean up after herself. Anyways, fuck her.
I think we need a chore board.
Fuck her.
That's a good idea.
Chore boards are, like, they really keep shit organized.
Legit,
and it's like, you just switch shit every week, and it's like, hey, this week you're going to take out the trash. This week you're going to do the dishes. This week you're going to fucking mop. And it's like, okay, get it done. And it's like, it doesn't even... If you think about it, your house doesn't get dirty that much because you guys all have your own rooms. It's like whatever. So the common spaces, it's like that should only have to get cleaned at least 2 times a week. If that, we only clean them once a week. Mm-hmm. And so it really works. Like, I recommend it. But
I will implement that in my household.
Yeah, you should. You're welcome.
They're gonna be like, oh fuck no, this bitch.
Like,
who the fuck she think she is? My mom?
Who is she?
I'm gonna fucking go back to my fucking hometown.
That's exactly what she told us. Was like, if I wanted to do chores, I would stay with my mama. And I said,
that's where I got it from.
I literally wanted to text her and be like, then move back with your mama. Like, I do not care. Like, literally move back. Anyways. Don't get me fired up, because I will text her right now.
So then after that, you met them, and then you just were vibes for days, and it was just all good from there. Like, are there like okay? Be honest.
Okay, so like,
how many friends do you have here?
So like, I would say Maya is like my best friend.
Damn, bitch, put me on the spot.
For like 3 months.
Not only that, but are they close to you in age? Your roommates? Okay.
23, and then one's 23, like me, and then 2 are 24.
Okay.
Yeah. But I would say like Maya is like my best friend here, just because. So whenever I moved in kind of early, and then the other roommates didn't move in until after me. So it's me, Maya, and then 2 other girls. And anyway, so it was just like me and Maya until probably like, I don't know, like mid-November. And so, I mean, we just like hung out with each other. And then like she has friends here because she's lived here for a year longer than I have. So she would like introduce me to people. And
so she was already here, and then she saw your thing, and then
the place we lived at right now, like a whole nother year, she re-signed her lease.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Oh, so when you toured all the places, you also toured her place because she reached out to you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So basically, she's like my best friend here, just because like
you were there. You came early. She was already there.
Yeah.
Like, it just makes sense.
Right. And then I'm also friends with my other roommates. I would say I'm closest to Maya, then Anita, and then Brooke just kind of does her own thing. She just lives her life.
Period, Brookie.
Yeah. Period, Brooke. Love her.
Love you, Brooke.
I think she thinks we're like crazy or something. She just does her own thing, but she's great. And then I'm like friends with all my coworkers too. Like, we hang out. And that's all my friends. And y'all.
And now we're here.
And those are my friends. Okay.
Yep.
Wow. Fun,
no, that's cool. Going back to your job, how do you land something like that?
So I did like an ambassador program for them in college,
Okay.
and then kept in contact with like one of the girls who was in charge of like the student ambassador program. And well, I graduated May 2020, so it was like literally like right like COVID, like no one's hiring.
Right.
Then I had to move back home, and then I wanted to die because I was in Beaumont and it fucking sucked.
Because you were in the city before that, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I went to school at Texas State, which is in San Marcos, which is like just really fun. It's a good school, but it's like also a party school. Like it's really fun. But then we're like 30 minutes away from Austin, and I had a lot of friends at UT, and I also had
UTI?
yeah.
That's what I thought too.
University of Texas. And I also had an internship in Austin. So I was just like there all the time and had friends there, and I liked Austin a lot. But then like we graduated. We didn't even, when did I go home? Like fucking March or something. And then I went back for like a month and got an apartment like sublease because I lived in the sorority house and they kicked our asses out. They were like, yeah, no. And so then I was like, I literally don't want to be here. And then my friend Kaylee was like, she didn't want to be there either at her hometown. So we're like, okay, let's get an apartment, San Marcos. Because everyone else obviously didn't live in the fucking sorority house. So they lived in their own apartments.
Right.
And then we went back for like a month. And then, I don't know, came back a month after that. And then I had to fucking live at home. And I was miserable. So, and then my parents were like, are you going to get a job? I'm like, hey, y'all, we're like in a global pandemic. I don't know if y'all know this. This is so crazy.
This is so crazy. What the fuck?
Where do you want me to go? What do you want me to do?
Yeah, I have news for you guys. We're actually in a global pandemic and no one's hiring. So, they didn't like that though.
Yeah, okay.
So they're like, okay, get a job. I'm like, okay, period. So then I was just like looking all day, every day. And then I'm like kind of all over the place.
It's
My
okay.
bad. So, okay, I'm going to start when I moved to Austin and then how I got my job from Austin. Okay. So I like was doing like a bunch of interviews with like, I don't even fucking know what I was doing. I was literally just on LinkedIn all day, every day. Cause I was like, I want to get out of here just as bad as y'all want me out of here. So
Period.
yeah, exactly. So then I like got this job and it was called like, I don't even know. It was like a marketing.
Her job call. But she was going
She's like, I just showed up. My parents wanted me to work. I worked.
Okay, so it was like it was a marketing job, and I'm like, okay, period. And they're like, oh my god, we love you, blah 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 blah. I'm like, okay, slay, I'll be there. So I got
Slay, I'll be there on Monday.
So I'm like, hey y'all, I'm moving, and they're like, okay. Period. So then, moved
Okay,
to
queen.
Austin, set up my room. It was all cute and stuff. And I'm like, okay, like I start Monday, yay. So then I fucking go to this place, and I wish I remembered the title. It was like marketing consultant or marketing something. So like you would think you're doing marketing, right?
Right.
Right. So then
right.
I show up to this place.
Hold on. Miro. She looks at me, she goes, right. And then she looks at me, she goes, right. That was the funniest shit. She's all, right. Like,
Okay, that's
okay, then I go to the plate.
That's not what I was fucking doing.
Okay.
So I go to this place and I'm like, okay, it's my first like real job. I need to dress cute. I'm wearing like my leather blazer.
Slay,
I was
queen.
slay,
Okay.
right?
I was slay.
I get here and I'm like, what the fuck is this? What are y'all
Everyone's
wearing?
dressed so normal.
They're like they're like wearing like suits. Like, and I'm like, what is
He's like, I didn't slay
this?
enough.
Exactly. And then so I'm like doing all my like intro stuff and I'm just like fucking confused. I'm texting my mom like, hey,
I'm in
I don't know
confusion,
I'm
mother.
about to go back
I'm
home,
like, I don't know
babe.
what the hell this shit is. So then the owner or like the manager or like the top man was like, hey Jaden, can I see you in my office? And I'm like, sure, I guess. And so he's like, would you like to work our Spectrum campaign or our AT&T campaign? And I'm like, I don't really care.
What?
I'm like,
Okay.
I'm like, I don't care. Like whatever you need me to do, I'll do it.
Yeah.
And he's like, okay, we're gonna put you on our Spectrum campaign because something. I'm like, okay, period.
Okay, obviously they were big as fuck if they're working for fucking
AT&T
AT&T or
and Spectrum,
Spectrum.
right.
That's huge.
No.
Oh.
Just wait. Okay, so then
Tease.
I'm like, okay, and then they're like, okay, now we're gonna go to training, and they start talking about stuff, and I'm like, what the fuck is this? This is not fucking marketing. Like, what are y'all doing? And then they bring us in a room, and it's like all these people, and they're so excited, and they're like trying to hype us up, and I'm standing there like, y'all are fucking weird. What the hell is this? They're like cheering, shouting. I'm like,
You're just sitting there in the corner.
I'm like, what the fuck are y'all doing? Like, why are y'all so excited right now? And anyways, he was like, okay, now it's time to go on the field. I'm like,
We finna play some
I'm
ball?
like, where the fuck is the field?
Y'all play kickball?
Where are y'all taking me?
Where the field, y'all?
Is PE class?
Okay, I don't know if y'all have these because I think they're only in Texas, but they're like, so you're gonna go with, I don't even remember her name, so and so to the HEB, and I'm like, the grocery store.
Oh,
It's a grocery store.
Okay.
So I'm like, the HEB.
Why are we gonna go shopping?
Right. Is there an office at the HEB? Like, why are we going to HEB?
Is there an office at the HEB?
Like, what is this? And I'm like, can I take my own car? And they're like, no, you gotta go with your shadow. Like, you're shadowing this person. So I'm like, I don't like this. So I'm texting my mom, and she's like, fucking leave. Like, go now. And I'm like, I'm in a room full of people. Like, if I walk out, it's gonna be fucking awkward.
Right.
Which I should have just walked out. I didn't know. And so I'm like, okay. And then I get in this car with this random bitch, and she's like, ask me all these questions. And I'm like, I don't know you, and I don't want to talk to you. And then we pull up at the HEB. She opens her trunk, pulls out one of those, like, white tables. You know what I'm talking about? Like, just like a...
Where y'all set up in front and y'all are like
She
doing
set
some
us up
shit.
in front of the apples. In front of the fucking apples. And I'm sitting there with my arms crossed, my mask on. I'm like, what the fuck is this shit?
Oh, my
she's
God.
just, like, calling
Picking people
She's
out.
Like, hey, who do you
Stop.
have as your cable service? Who do you have as your cable service? And I was like,
Oh, no.
You were one of those.
I
Oh,
literally
no.
stood there and I was like beat red. I was like about to throw up. I was like, I know I'm not in front of the fucking apples
I
right
fucking
now.
hate those people. Like back home when I would be shopping,
get so
and they'd be like,
fucking
"Hey,
triggered
like,
if I
who do you
smell
have
it.
as your TV provider?" Like, "Oh, why don't you switch to us? Because we're doing this discount." I'm like, "Bitch, no."
I literally get so triggered. Because then I'm like texting my mom and my dad, and I'm both like, hey y'all, I'm so sorry, but I'm leaving this bitch. And my mom was like, literally fucking go. And my dad was like, yeah, leave. So then I literally called my friend to come pick me up, and I was like, hey, I did not speak I did not talk to anyone while I was there. So they're like this, my arms crossed, like looking at her like she was a fucking freak. Which may be rude because she really liked her job, but that's not what I'm
She's
saying.
all, I live, breathe, love Spectrum.
She's like, I love this job. Like, it's so blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, no. So then I was like, hey, like, this is not really what I thought it was at all. My friend's here. I'm leaving. So then she brought me back to my car. My friend did. And then I went
Okay.
home.
What did she say when you said that?
She was like, oh, okay, I understand. Like, no worries. And I was like, yeah, okay, bye. I was literally, like, mortified. I was like, I cannot believe that I just stood in front of the apples at HEB and watched this bitch yell at people about their fucking cable service.
Right. And Spectrum shitty as hell. The fuck she preaching
Literally,
about?
I was like, this is not like, what? What are
Right.
you talking about? Anyways. So then I was like, well, I don't got a job, y'all. Sorry, y'all gonna have to help me. And they were like, bitch, find a fucking job. And I'm like, okay. So
I gotta help
then
me
I
for
just did, like,
real.
freelance social media management type stuff for a little bit, which is fine. I was living. Some of my best friends live in Austin, so I was living. But I still obviously wanted to move to LA, and so I made this like book, like magazine. No, like a magazine almost, like why you should hire me, why I want to work for you.
Okay.
Period.
pamphlet.
Cute. Like a
Like,
portfolio
yeah,
type
yeah,
magazine
yeah.
thing.
With,
Okay.
like, my resume, but also like other stuff, and then I put like
Cute.
all my pictures from whenever I was like an ambassador for them, and I sent that to them like before I moved, and then okay, so we're like a little bit of flashback. So I sent before I moved, and then my boss now like messaged me and was like, would you be like open to a paid internship? And I was like, yes. And she was like, okay, like it would be next year though. At that point it was like November or something, and I'm like, okay, like whatever. So then I like thought she forgot about it because I mean it was like March or something, and so I was just like, shit, she forgot. But then I was looking through my story, like looking at people who like viewed it, and I saw her, and I was like, maybe I should like reach out again. Like it's been a minute, maybe I should like get an update. And then literally like 2 hours later, she messaged me on Instagram. I was like, hey, like, do you have time to talk? And I was like, yes, I do.
For you, yes, Queen Slay.
Actually, I have all the time in the world, Queen. So then she called me and she was like, so she was on the women's team at first. So she was like, I have a position open, like it's a paid internship, but for the men's like team, would you be open to that? I was like, absolutely, period. So then started doing that, just did that from Austin. And then I went here in June for like one of our drops and like worked the event, met everybody, had a good time, and then
Met all your friends.
met all my friends,
Okay.
every single one except my roommates.
Okay, yeah.
And then I continued doing my thing as an intern, and then Fashion Week happened, but like a week before Fashion Week they like called me and they're like, hey, like offered me the position as influencer marketing assistant, so like
Okay.
full time, but they're like, it does require you to relocate, and I was like, okay, say less, like, period.
Right. Yeah.
And so then obviously accepted, went to New York. Then after that they were like, okay, November 1st, and I was like, okay, got it. And then yeah,
Oh, fun.
so I got it.
Wow.
I love that.
Yeah,
That's,
me
like,
too.
low-key,
I don't even
like,
know if I made sense.
That's how I imagine like
did.
a job being set up. Almost, it's like okay, you reach out, then you get the internship,
Well, like-
then it's like the relocation,
Yeah.
and then it's like okay,
Yeah.
like, now I'm living my
Right.
life.
Yeah.
That's like kind of like
Yeah.
a movie scene almost.
Well, I
feel like.
kind of like, I didn't really give myself like an option. Like I did not have like another view of my life other than like working in like fashion, social
Right.
media in LA.
You didn't have like a
Like,
you
I was,
you
like-
had this plan
I
and
was,
this
like,
plan only.
I'm literally not like, I'm not being a nurse. I'm not doing like, I'm not working anywhere else. Like I'm not doing it.
Period.
And my parents like, you're gonna do it. And I'm like, I'm not gonna do it.
I'm not.
Actually. And they were like, and then I got this, and they're like, okay, period. Slay queen.
Slay Queen.
Exactly. Exactly.
Wow. No.
I love that.
I do too. I actually think that's what a lot of people want to fucking do. Like,
And I feel like that's very motivating in the sense of I feel like me and Amanda are also at this point in our life where it's like okay, like we're kind of gonna take what we can get, like whatever. But then it's like also I'm trying to like almost push her to be like, no, bro, like if that's not what you want,
Yeah.
like then don't fucking do it.
Yeah.
Like push for what you want, put the time and energy into what you want. And then just go, like, you know,
Yeah.
kind of like the same with you. It's like, yes, you want me to be a nurse or whatever, but no, I'm not going to do that. That's not what I
Yeah.
want. It's not in my
Sorry,
story.
Dad.
Like, sorry.
Nope.
But like I kind of feel that for her, just
Yeah.
because it's like at the end of the day, like me, I'm kind of like comfortable. Like I'm like doing my thing. I don't care.
I'm like,
I don't.
what am I doing with my life? What am I doing? Why am I here?
Well, it's hard to figure out.
Give me the gun. Give me the fucking gun.
Stop.
I'm just kidding.
No,
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
It's
I'm
hard
playing.
to figure out. It really
Live, laugh,
is.
love.
Like
Really.
literally when I was like had to go back home from college, I was like cried every day. My parents like, I think you need help, and I'm like, yeah, I literally want to fucking
You're
die
right.
here.
You're right. How-
Like,
why do you think
hate
that?
it here. Like I hate it here, and I was like, I'm literally going nowhere. Like it's fucking COVID. I don't have a job. Like was supposed to move. Like in college, I was like, I'm gonna graduate. I'm gonna move to LA. Like peace out, everyone. Like I'm going to work. I don't even know.
I'm going to work.
I'm going. Well,
Don't know where I'm
I'm going to
going.
work, but I'm working. I don't know.
No, like I was like, I'm going to work for.
Okay, let's.
Come on, stop, ladies. Come on.
I told everyone, I was like, I either want to work for like Pretty Little Thing or Boohoo or whatever, but they're all under like same company. It's like I'm gonna go do that. See y'all later. Like bye. And then I was like, okay, that didn't happen. And then,
But it did happen.
but
now.
it did happen
Right.
now.
Yes.
All in good timing. It'll all work out.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Everything will
Why?
work
Why
out.
did you pick those companies in specific? Was it because their association with influencers?
No.
Oh,
So
okay.
like I didn't even know like my position like really existed. Like I mean I guess I did. Obviously someone had to do it.
Right.
But I didn't know that I would end up in this position. I thought maybe like social media management or like something like that. But like I love what I do. So like I'm so glad that it worked out the way it
Right.
did, but I didn't really even know that this was like a thing. But that's kind of like the only thing in the US is like marketing, so everything else is in the UK. But I just knew that I wanted to work in fashion and social media, which is like kind of similar to what I'm doing. And yeah.
Wow, I love
Period.
that for you.
Thank
I
you.
know. I know.
Thank you.
You're
honestly
the
couldn't-
definition of slay.
And queen.
And queen.
You
Like
guys.
actually, like for real.
Yeah, I don't even know like how it happened. I literally made a fucking vision board and I just told everyone I was gonna do it. And then I was like, okay, well I can't not do it now. I'll look stupid.
That's my biggest thing, let me tell you.
I know.
When
I hate
I-
telling
I'm
people.
not gonna-
No. But here's the thing. I almost tell people on purpose because it's like, that's motivation to me. It's like, bitch,
Yeah.
I am not going to go around telling A, B, and C that I'm going to do this. And then in the end, I'm going to still be in my hometown.
Exactly.
Absolutely the fuck not.
Exactly.
So that's my motivation. It's like, I strive for, like, if I could let myself down
Yeah.
101 times,
Yeah.
but I will not let someone else see me fail. Like
No.
that, it's my biggest fear. It's
No.
my biggest fucking fear. So
I was so scared when I was home. I was like, I'm never gonna get out. And like all these people, which in college it was different. Like obviously my friends are more like mature, you know, like we're like older when we became friends. But like in high school I was like, I'm not gonna let these people move out of here like before I do, or like you know what I mean. So I was like so scared that I was gonna be stuck there because I really didn't know what I was gonna do. Like I didn't know that I was gonna get this internship or like move out here. Like I wanted to obviously, but I didn't know what's gonna happen.
I feel like
And I
it
was
just like
literally
fell in your
terrified.
lap.
It
Like,
honestly did. It worked out perfect,
Yeah.
and I genuinely do not know how. It was a vision board.
period.
it was a vision
It was a
board.
vision board.
It was.
Mine was COVID. COVID helped me so fucking much. And not only COVID, but it was like, which obviously it's sad to say because COVID fucked over a lot of people. But
Yeah.
in the end, it helped me a lot just because I was able to collect unemployment and I paid off my credit cards with it because we were able to get like the extra like 600 whatever. And then at that point, I was like, you know what, like my job completely closed down. I was at a restaurant back home, and obviously like you can only do takeout, so my
Right.
position was no
Yeah.
longer there. Like the only people who were there were the cooks and shit.
It forced you to have like a lot of self-reflecting.
Yeah, and
like,
so I literally
time.
I never lived with my dad. Like after my mom and dad split up, I never lived with my dad. So then like once I got that job that I had, I moved with my dad, and then obviously COVID happened, and so I fucking was just like, okay, I don't want to be here. I know I don't want to be here. I don't have a job that I have to go to. So it's like, why don't I move? I moved, and then now I'm fucking here. Like it's like it helped me so much in the sense of like I had like my credit cards, I was racking that shit up. I was like, ooh, come on, let's go. And then and so now like with COVID, I was able to like pay all that shit off. Like I was able to save up so much money that that was my biggest thing. I didn't have like my job only paid for my bills back home. Like that's all it did. And I probably would have an extra like $200, but it's like when you think about it, like eating food, everything else like that goes so quick.
Yeah.
Like the day I got paid, it was gone.
Yeah.
And so with COVID and me being able to save all that, I was just like, bro, like, this is my calling to fucking move. Like, this is my one chance that I'm going to have because I didn't want to work at a winery. I didn't want to do any of that. So I was just like, bro, go. And so like, that's literally what the fuck I did. I got out of that shit.
Period.
For real. Moral of the story: get a vision board. We're gonna get one. We're
And
gonna,
slay and be the queen.
And slay and be queen. All right. I hope you guys enjoyed Jaden's life story.
I think that's so fun. I think like this is very like motivating.
Yeah.
Like kind of just like if you have an idea and you know what you want, like just
Yeah.
fucking go for it. Like don't take anything less from it.
Yeah, no, my
Like-
parents or especially my dad, he was like, "You're literally living like La La Land. Like
Mm-hmm.
you are fucking crazy. Like what even is like?" He was like, "What is boho?" I'm like, "Boy, if you don't educate yourself."
What is boho?
They're like, and also,
Is it pronounced boho?
No.
Oh,
No, it's
okay.
period.
I was confused.
That was the joke, babe.
Yeah,
I knew
that
it was a
you
joke.
missed it.
I know.
It's okay. It's okay.
I know. Okay, I know, but like I was actually just curious.
No, it's boo.
Cause like
Boohoo.
low-key when you say boohoo, it's like boohoo. Like it
It's a little
doesn't sound
joke.
real. Like it doesn't sound real. Sounds like
Yeah.
is it? Okay.
No, but he's like, you're like in La La Land. He wasn't actually telling me this. He was telling my mom, and my mom was telling me. And I was like, okay, period.
Why
So
did dad do that? Like,
I don't-
just tell me.
He's like, I don't
that
know.
would motivate me more. Come
He,
on.
I don't know what he is. But he would not. He was just telling my mom that, and I was like, okay, well, I'm like literally gonna do it. So like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
As you
like,
should.
I don't know what to tell you. And then, obviously, I did it, and he was like, "Oh, okay." Period. Like, but they were just like confused. Like, how do you make a living off of like working with social media? How do you like?
Yeah.
Basically, they thought like I was gonna like.
The older generation
here,
just doesn't
get
understand it.
Yeah.
When in the end, social media, there's so much money.
Social media runs the world.
So much
Yeah.
money. Like the fucking show you watch, fucking Emily in Paris. I feel like that in
Emily in
itself is
Paris.
such a like. I don't know. There's literally just money to be made in social media, and it can literally change your life around. Like
Yeah.
that. Like I think about all the influencer who I've watched, like fucking Bryce Hall being one of them, who literally had his career, then he like fell off like a little bit, and then fucking TikTok came about, and then now he's like
Right.
one of the biggest fucking influencers, you know, right now.
right.
So it's like he's literally talked about every fucking day. I can't go on Snapchat without seeing an article being like, oh, Bryce Hall did this,
Yeah.
which sometimes is obviously not good, but like still he's. His name's there.
Yeah.
You know? So it's like, it's just crazy how, like, us watching them and, like, being intrigued by their lifestyles and what they do on a day-to-day basis, I'm paying their bill.
Right.
Like, you know?
Yeah.
And it's like, which is cool.
Yeah.
Like, I can't hate on it because in the end, that's what I want. But it's just crazy to think, like, that's how it is.
Period.
Poo.
All right. Yep.
And with that being said,
live, laugh, love to the
Live, laugh,
fullest.
love.
To be honest.
And slay.
And slay, queen.
All
right.
have we need to, y'all better follow this fucking YouTube account because if you don't,
subscribe, bitch.
oh yeah, that's what I meant.
Period.
Subscribe. If y'all don't, we're going to tussle.
Tussle, bro. All right.
with
Love you
all of
guys.
our
Love you,
heart.
rats.
We'll see you
Tomorrow. I'm just
sometime
kidding.
soon.